mean, like if that's what you're seeking, if that's what your life is gonna be about, it's like I gotta get some attention from a woman, or I'm not gonna feel satisfied. Man, that is very dangerous. That route, taking that route is very dangerous because then you get to a point where it's like you just man, I don't know, you become something like addict, like a sex addict or pervert or something. You just need some attention from a woman, like, or else
Yeah,
you're just not gonna feel good
that's
about yourself.
it's really interesting. I think a lot of guys are sex addicts that don't get sex, but they're still sex addicts. Isn't that interesting? I never thought of that. I always thought sex addicts. That's what I'm saying. I always thought up until I'm 37. Up until 10 seconds ago, I always thought sex addicts indulge in a lot of sex. And now I'm realizing sex addicts, a lot of guys, sex addicts, would become perverts, are sex addicts, but they don't get sex. And that's, whoa, that just blew my mind a bit.
Yeah, it's man. I mean, it's like Yogi Chris said. I mean, how I'm perceiving it is like you get to a point where because you've been living like you guys on the stream, you guys guaranteed, you guys know, I know I'm not anymore, but you've been living, or you are, no, let me fix that. You're living somebody else's life, and maybe you realize it, maybe you don't, but you're living somebody else's life. You're living the life that your parents want you to live. You're being the little good boy, good guy, nice guy, sweetie pie boy that your parents want you to be. And that's why you're suffering, because you're being someone that your parents want you to be. And as soon as you even move a little bit out of that lane that you're going in, everyone's against you. Everyone hates you. You're a bad person. You're mean. You're rude. You're not a good guy. Like you're living this fake life, and what you really want is right there in front of you. But I don't know. Maybe you're too. You don't have the courage. I don't know. You don't have the courage. You don't see. You don't see what I'm saying. Like maybe look at your life. You're living somebody else's life, and it's probably your parents' life. It's what your parents want for you, and what your parents want for you is not good for you. Because if it was, you would be great right now, right? You would be so happy to be alive right now. You'd be excited. You'd be up. You feel energized. You wouldn't have to worry about if some girl's giving you attention or not, or you would know she's going to give you attention because you're glowing already, but you're not right now. Like, most likely because you're living somebody else's life. You're living a life that someone else has cut out for you, and it's not right. It's not right. But you're choosing to live that way, and you live that way as long as you live that way. I mean, it's your decision. It's your life. I have no control over you. Your parents have no control over you. You could fucking leave right now. You could leave your parents' house right now. You could move away right now. You could figure out a way. You could move. You're not stuck where you are. You're not stuck looking the way you want to look. You can change. You can put on weight. You can lose weight. You can get a different haircut. You can shave your face. You can get a tattoo. All of that is available to you. You can do anything you want, but you're just sitting there trying to figure out how to get attention from a woman. Well, that's the problem. You're not going to get any attention from a woman because that's all you're thinking about. You haven't thought about these other things. You haven't thought about your life, how you're going to get out of the situation you're in. You're living in a place that is not that is really against your survival as a man. You're living in a place that you're not going to succeed. You can't man. I'm just gonna keep on. I'm not gonna keep on. But you get the idea. I think this is the biggest reason of men failing in life. Okay, what reason is that, brother? I'm not sure which part you're talking about, but maybe all of it. Yeah, I'm gonna change this. What are you gonna change? Like change what? Rohit. Rohit. Me and Rohit were talking. Rohit's from India.
Rohit's from India too. Dang. All you Indians got to get together. We got Sangeet and scripts. Or at least base up. We got a bunch of guys in India. We have two leaders, one especially a good leader he's in Calcutta. And then the other guy, I forget where he lives, but it's possible for you guys to improve your condition. You're just not trying hard enough. And I truly believe that. A guy said to me, he's in like Slovenia or something, which is in Europe. And he was like, you're lucky you're in the United States. He said something about, he did this endeavor. It did well, but they didn't make enough money because the economics were fucked. And it's not like America. You're lucky you're in America. Okay. Well, what are you doing to come to America, dude? Like, are you just going to sit in that condition and like criticize me for being born here? You're welcome for preventing communism from taking over your country. I put my tax dollars to that. You might not be remembering that it costs like 100 times more to live here, even if I make 80 times more than you. So you do the math of that. You're missing a lot in that. Okay, fortunate that I was born to my parents, but what are you doing to get out, dude? Like, are you just gonna sit in your victim shell where you're just like, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky. It's hard here, it's hard here, you're lucky. And it's like, bro, that's so I told it to him straight, and hopefully he gets the message because I want him to get better. I want you guys to get better if you want to get better. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do, but I would love if one of you really wanted to get better and I could pour some energy into you and get you connected and linked up with all those sources of power here that could just like amplify what you're doing. You don't have to change you. What you got to change is your presentation of you. The presentation of you is getting you the results that you're getting, whether it's a lot or a little or none at all. And your presentation of you is going to be a little bit cultural, but there's also a lot of genetic that's universal on this earth anyway. So let's say planetary, actually. And what AZD is tapping into may be universal. It's magic, dude. And you can be learned through a Zoom. If you're learning through this, just recognize that you're learning through a video from students that are much less experienced than AZD and practically just like babies compared to AZD at teaching, just like ants. His ability to transfer the knowledge and improve your condition through mindset and communication is unparalleled. And I've studied with many. I don't know who you're studying with. I recommend sell anything that you have that's valuable, that doesn't require, that doesn't sustain your life. Just sell it. Sell it right now and sign up. And when you do sign up, you get a one-on-one with Sultan or myself to orient you. You'll get all the recordings for hundreds of recordings. It's many months backwards, about an hour each recording. It keeps track of where you leave off in the recording. So you leave the website, you come back, you stay there. Even if you log out, it keeps where you're left off. And you can't fail. Man, if you dedicate an hour a day, you can't fail. If you dedicate an hour a week, it's worth it. But dude, if you're like me, you dedicate 2 hours a day, you will accelerate. And you'd be surprised how, man, 30 days, bro. So that's what I got to say, man. I appreciate everybody joining this. We'll see you tomorrow is Monday. I am not going to be part of the stream. I see my main girl tomorrow at this time. Maybe we'll stream later, or maybe Sultan will stream. And yeah, we need to field some more questions. Somehow, questions about what's getting in your way of signing up right now. Like I'm just so curious. You guys, you're getting education from us, but it may be a little over your heads because you don't have foundation in game. Like, is it just the money? Is it just $97? And if it is, how long until that condition changes for you? Like, will you need to save $10 a month for the next 10 months? Like, what? I'm curious. I don't know. You might lose your audience when I ask this because I'm poking fingers at them. I'm not just giving them value. But, I would love you guys to start today and get to know you starting today. And we'll be streaming tonight. It's Super Bowl. We don't watch the fucking Super Bowl. We'll be hanging out with AZD, doing all kinds of mindset and alchemy and just cutting edge shit, evolving. I'd be willing to stream it to you guys if you like. It's easy enough to set up a Zoom and email it to everybody that's registered. That would be very powerful. But what's getting in the way? Alchemical Love, Nick Church. He took forever to join, and he joined, and now he's changing his life, man. Would love to stream with you even right now if you're open to your audience like hearing about it. Guys from, I believe, Los Angeles or San Diego, SoCal, Nick Church on the daily classes. Nick Church, do you understand what I'm saying when I'm asking these guys, like, what's getting in the way of joining? Like, it would probably be very helpful to share your story of the obstacles you had to overcome. It was so difficult. You finally got on. Now you're on, and I don't think you'll ever leave. Like, maybe you could type something out for these guys. Like, what did it take to overcome that? Or was it just, you received a birthday check from grandma and I'll sign up now. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was that. And we'll just kind of end it with this. There's nothing else. Dang, I wonder how long it takes to type it out. Because I just asked this long question. Okay. Don't need to drag it out anymore.
We have East Lord. We have Jackia Williams. Alchemical Love. That's Nick Church. And we have Vamsi Krishna. Shout out to you guys. on the stream.
All right. Well, we didn't see a comment. I don't know if it was taking too long or what's have you all chemical romance or all chemical. What is it?
Alchemical
All
Love.
chemical love. Nick Church. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next stream. Thank you. Oh,
See you guys.
we'll end it here. Thank you guys.